Hi, I'm David Dillon. I'm the founder of Custodian Back Office and the author of 3 Levers. The biggest mistake that I see most small business owners make when setting out their chart of accounts is doing a top to bottom A to Z alphabetical listing of all of their accounts, mixing in the direct costs and the overheads together. I call this alphabet soup. And the problem with alphabet soup is that you're unable to measure your gross margin, which is a really important profit metric. And because they can't measure the gross margin, they can't give their frontline staff appropriate feedback about how their projects and stuff are working, because it's got overheads and stuff that they have no control over mixed in with it. By setting your accounts out properly, it allows you to do year-on-year comparison and home in on the areas where you might have problems. Let me show you an example. Let's have a look. We've got sales of 500,000, cost of goods sold 300,000, and a gross profit 200,000 at 40% gross margin. We've then got our overheads, the SG&A, 150 grand at 30% of revenue, giving us a net profit of $50,000 at 10% of revenue. Now let's take a look and see what happens when we put up year 2. You can see in year 2 the sales have gone up from 500 to 650, cost of goods sold's gone up from 300 to 400, but the gross margin's actually dropped from 40% to 38%. The overheads, or the SG&A, is constant, 30%. So we might have had to put on, because the business is obviously bigger than it was, we might have had to put on an extra person in the office to handle that volume of work. And it's giving us 55,000 net profit at 8%. Now, whilst that's more in an absolute sense, the margins are less, and it gives us a reason to go in and have a look. And in this particular example, we can see that the problem isn't in the overheads. The problem is in our gross margin. So we need to dig deeper and try and find out, is it because our pricing can't keep up, or are our costs getting out of control? Now, way back when, Aristotle made an observation that the sum of the whole was actually greater than the sum of the parts. And he made that observation when he was looking at birds flying in formation, seeing how they work together. And that was the idea behind 3 Levers. It was to try and take corporate strategy out of the boardroom and put it into the lunchroom and empower frontline workers with information and knowledge to help better manage their projects to achieve the gross margin that they should be doing, which will boost the profitability of the company as a whole. 3 Levers is available in a book, so jump on my website, you can download a free copy. It's also available as corporate boardroom training for your frontline staff. If any of that interested you and you'd like to find out some more, my website www.custodianbackoffice.com. I'm David Dillon, I'm the author of 3 Levers. Thanks very much for watching.